Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Davis Bertans. Rajon Rondo is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. And Lillard gets it to go.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
And George kicks to Zubac. Pass to Rondo. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Rondo. Nice D from Lillard. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's McCollum. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
The 3 from George. And it's Portland with the rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, look, here's what the Clippers head coach had to say earlier. He said what we've heard from teams many times in similar circumstances. This series doesn't really start until one team faces elimination. He knows what they're up against. They're on the road playing a great team. And it's going to take probably their best effort of the season tonight to pull this one out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some...
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Ibaka, the pass to Zubac. Jackson kicks to Leonard. To the inside. Jackson misses. Portland leading by 7. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Cohen is out there with Powell. And it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Junior. And it's Porter. And it's small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jackson with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Leonard. Basket counts.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Outside Porter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in-your-face, physical, high-energy plays like that one.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Davis Bertans checks in for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, and Jackson is a guy that loves the contact, especially when he's shooting the ball.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Pass to Junior. Here's Powell. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Underwood. Can't get it to fall. Clippers trail by 5. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by McCollum. Jackson passes to Zubac. Count the basket.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard against Anthony. Here's Junior. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And uses the pump fake to punish the defense. Junior understands how to keep defenders guessing. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Zach Collins checked. in for Taj Gibson. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside, Zubac, and they pick up 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Junior kicks to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's George, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, delivered quite a performance. He finished with 14 points, and he was tremendous in the process, making a lot of free throws. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Collins, and Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Bertans, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
They set Kennard up so well. He takes a composed shot and drains it.
Anthony finds Lillard to the middle. Leonard with the steal.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard, he just fills out the defense. He doesn't rush it. When they play off of him, he torches them. When they crowd him, he'll pull off the J. If they get too close, he'll drive.
And he recovers it. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with... So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Proving once again why he's considered a clutch talent in this league, rising to the occasion.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. Ivica Zubac is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the free spot. Here's Rondo. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Junior with the ball, and Junior throws it down.
And second chance points. I mean, ones like that from Junior, they win you games. I mean, they're pivotal.
Clippers trail by 5. To the paint. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Powell. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Shot clock at 5. Underwood passes to McCollum. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's an unforced error.
1:56 left to play here in the third. That one good for 2. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
This shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Passes it to Kennard. And here is Cousins. And there's the feed to Ibaka. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
That one goes in. Morris has got 9 points.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
The pass to Pop. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Jackson looking it over. Down low. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Porter passes to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Like to show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open team.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Nurkic with the block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Underwood. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Junior's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jackson against Lillard. Pass to Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Inside, 4 seconds left, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's no shortage of grip to Junior's game. He gets his elbows dirty. He'll come right at you and force you into mistakes.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Good on both. With 1 on the clock, and no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. We welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Trailblazers leading by 13. They've got Junior. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Nurkic at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, with each basket tonight, Junior's confidence has increased. Just playing fantastic in this one.
Rondo passes to Morris. Lillard against Rondo. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I'll tally up another helper for Rondo. I mean, he just keeps climbing that all-time assistless, incredible career that keeps going.
Now, here's Lillard. Feeds it to Junior. Ibaka comes with the double team. Powell for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
George with the bucket.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Passes it to Powell. Lillard against Rondo. Underwood. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the Clippers call time here. Junior really making a difference here.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Davis Bertans checks in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Morris. Now here's George. Zubac kicks to George. The shot's good.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Now, here's Junior. McCollum outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Leonard with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from three. Boy, how times have changed.
And Junior throws it down.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Leonard inside, covered by Anthony. Count that bucket. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. There's the pass to Junior. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Junior's got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Leonard. Outside Rondo. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Zubac the pass to Bertans. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They lead by 11. 1:32 left in the game. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Junior.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, with the conference finals within reach, he was not going to let it slip away. Here's Powell. To the inside, Underwood. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Junior's got 27 points.
What unselfish play from Lillard. He has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammates wide open.
Pass to Bertans. Fires the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
To the middle, here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Trailblazers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 13-point lead. It's Powell on the wing. To the paint, here's Underwood, and he makes good on the layup. Junior's got 31 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Now here's Rondo. George looking around. 6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. Shoots the three. That one, no good. So they've done it. They're going to move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Wait. New trying to criticize, trying to tell you that it's ill-advised. That's how you end up getting. I'm in a section where you gotta pay a lot of money if you're trying to get inside. Doubt that you would ever get inside. Car stop, rims still slide. Oh nah, we was getting light. Now we getting free plane rides. I promise we ain't on the same sides. If it was, I would change sides. We won't never pay the same price. Frank Luke with Nah, there'll never be another. Think they got me covered. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Hey, I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Hop out the whip with the same clothes. I'm in Miami and mangoes. Mama don't like that. Joe living good, that's my main bro. Got it popping down in Georgia, yo. Next morning, Portugal. Everything I do historical. Never needed no tutorial. I ain't even get to Porsche yet. I be in the club with velour sweats. More money mean more threats. Y'all ain't pull up to my door yet. That's really regular. Like I'm Channing Tatum, I be stepping up. No, I came straight from the upper. Nah, there'll never be another. Think they got me covered. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Hey, I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Nah, there'll never be another. They want it. The 3. Skinny. Hey, I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer.
Ain't no one man struggle above another. A new 24 hours, time to work on all my trouble. I'm tired of hustling, trying to make money. Need changes in my life, gotta get up out that bubble. I gotta get it right now. Forget waiting, I've been patient. The clock is racing, I can't have no time. Time in the day, you put it to use or let it waste away. Rise and shine, it's time to grind.
Hey, good to see you.
Stay focused on your workout.
Let's go! Phenomenal win. You should be proud of yourselves. Let's get to work so we can keep this positive energy. We gotta keep teams from getting easy baskets on the break. So let's focus on that transition D. All right, let's go! leave the gym without putting some individual work in.
Mike, I know that a lot of players love making the dominant archetypes of NBA 2K and NBA 2K21. It seemed like it was the power forward. So, Mike, what do you think the dominant archetype will be for NBA 2K22?
That's a good question because that's something.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a little behind-the-scenes action. The team preparing for perhaps... Before we get going, let's hear...
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed... DA, thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Ball, and it's Adams in at the center position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Junior, and it's Powell in at the 3. The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that, the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't, those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. And we've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt. Well, you look at a player like Jusuf Nurkic, he's not one of the bigger names in the league, but he's young and he gives you solid minutes on the interior.
Yes, tough rebounder, and team looks better when he's on the floor. He just does so many different things.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Passes to Junior. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Ball. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Junior.
You admire Lillard's feel for the game, just taking what the defense allows.
Lillard against Ball. Here's Adams, and it's sent back by Underwood. They recover it. It's good. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Drawing so much attention offensively. McCollum uses that to his advantage as he creates for others.
Outside ball. Then you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share? How are they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me. So that made them
check that box, right? Move that off to the side.
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is him. I think what makes them great, what makes them great is the ability to relate and also the ability to change direction. Like, you can have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not.
Well, I even go a step further. That you're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to trying to make the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich stand out for me. I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
he's the guy that started this whole offense.
Yep. Running things.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And it's often said this is an era of player empowerment in the NBA. Jet, do you think things are different from when we played?
Oh, for sure. Because of social media, because of the access to travel, players are more connected than more than any other time. They do things off the court that we never did off the court. First time I met Greg was in a barbershop, like by happenstance. We weren't planning on meeting.
Yeah. The difference back.
Mike the Barber. Shout out Mike the Barber.
Mike Dean, A2K. Well, you know what? Because if you go back to like I used to tell people, like, you could be the best guard on the East Coast, and you may have never seen the best guard on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have it. Like nowadays, these kids grow up competing against each other, and they see each other on a regular basis.
Early age.
And players today know their value.
Yes.
They know what their value is to their franchise.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Junior. Enes Kanter comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Powell. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. Both good from the line that time. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Lillard. He's got 5. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Pocket 6.
Can't fault the defense. The best you can hope for, a hand in McCollum's face.
Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram passes to Hayes. Here's Hart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Porter with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Porter's running. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And Lillard throws it down.
In the open floor, Lillard's a blur. Almost impossible to match up with.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Alexander Walker passes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether it's
entirely new group here for Portland. Junior's checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Enes Kanter. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. Kenny, when you came into the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in to become your mentor?
My first coach, Bill Russell, was
He was your mentor.
Yes. Which is even funnier, like the former players of North Carolina were my mentors because we played
some of those guys?
Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Walter Davis.
That's like a Hall of Fame class.
I mean, all those guys were still in the league, and they would come back and they would tell stories about what it takes to be in the NBA and how you got to stay there. So those were my mentors.
And you drank in every word.
Oh, every second.
Right?
Yeah.
They've got Junior. Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, was tremendous. He contributed 31 points, and the way he hit the glass and defended out there was impressive. He was locked in. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, he's the one that brought it to the forefront
he's
more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'd never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, you don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. Here's Lillard. Steven Adams making his last shot. Underwood. And Junior throws it down.
Nice to see Junior not settle for the layup that time. He went right up and threw it down.
A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Now Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bledsoe against Powell.
You'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell
G when he come back.
Fellow PG, we got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth. And, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now. And he's done it at a high level.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Collins checked in for Gibson. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Junior. And Adams with the slam.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Now here's McCollum. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Junior. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Ingram. Yes, that goes in.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers, guys, in his sleep. I mean, the defenses can't allow him to get going from there. That's his sweet spot.
And so it's Portland, 13-point. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Junior throws it down.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Adams. 8 points for him. It's McCollum on the wing. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 7 points.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Williamson finds Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
But they'll get another chance.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Williamson kicks the ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Powell dishes to McCollum. Over Bledsoe. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And first timeout of the game called for New Orleans.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A different look now. Junior with it. Hayes on him. Kicks it out to McCollum. He feeds it to Junior. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. He's got 10.
Junior that time just muscling through it. He's got a mentality that says, I'm not backing up at all.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. One hand, whole punch.
Here's Junior. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Porter. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Some changes for New Orleans. Adams, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And Ball subbed in for Josh Hart. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Pelicans trail by 15. Ingram outside. One second left, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland, their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's left. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Powell is out there with McCollum. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Junior. And it's Giles in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now the pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
Passes it to Adams. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And bringing that postseason intensity, so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
So for the Trailblazers, Taj Gibson's checked in for Giles, and Lillard subbed in for Porter. New Orleans making a switch here. Ball kicks to Adams. And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bledsoe looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup falls. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night.
You can't allow Bledsoe that kind of position. I mean, he's extremely effective in the paint.
Bledsoe against McCollum. Pelicans trail by 18. To the middle. Here's John.
Great goodness! That was special. Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
And here's McCollum. Inside, here's Underwood. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Ball, the pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Johnson. And Gibson sends it back.
A good defender who uses his body well. Gibson is capable of blocking shots.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Sinks the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Major props given up to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in this path when he goes like that.
Lillard, the pass to Underwood. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Trailblazers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Powell. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Anthony dishes to Junior. Left side Collins. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Simons. It's good from long range.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. So he gets them both. Here's Simons. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Underwood. He's off on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Launches it. Tries again. It's blocked.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. This defense can be suffocating.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second. Ball's knocked loose. Here's a 1-2, and so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.